That's kind of what's been going on through my head, is maybe doing a DIY home setup where I have a few smart things that actually benefit me and aren't just BS, that are designed to make people buy it thinking they need it when they really don't, and they never even use half the features anyway.
That's ironic given how much you've pushed the Synology NAS, even though most people don't need it.
Now, next award is the coolest service that I got my hands on this year, and this one was tough because there were a few good ones, but I did have to give it to the Synology box because I actually ended up using the Synology box, and it's actually where I'm reading some of my notes off of right now as I'm recording this video, and when I'm done recording this, it's going to go onto the Synology box, and then our clips editor, who I'll talk about later, can get access to it, and it's just incredible. So nothing beats the Synology box in terms of how it's consolidating my digital files instead of having to use centralized cloud providers that also have other limitations aside from just digital rights stuff. So yeah, I fell in love with my Synology box, and it's by far the coolest thing that I got my hands on.
You even went as far as to hide a Synology sponsorship ad within an unrelated video.
Today's video is about Data Privacy Day, this box right here next to me, data portability, and 3 concepts I think we should all consider before choosing services to use. About 6 months ago, I did a review of the box, the Synology NAS, which for those who aren't familiar is a device that lives on your home network where you store your data. Then every other device connects to the NAS to access essentially everything you need. The beauty is it's self-hosted by you, and the data is yours, and the Synology suite aims to replace the common services you're probably aware of, like Google Photos, Google Docs, iCloud, and really anything if you really want to dig into it. So similar to TikTok, you can make Google Photos better, or you can just opt for something that not only allows you to actually own your data, but doesn't trap you into an ecosystem. When you use a NAS though, it becomes your hub that any OS can connect to, which gives you more flexibility and, in short, freedom. This is how everyone who needs to access our NAS back here uses a different operating system, because the NAS is an independent device that's free of these ecosystems that are artificially, I guess, created by these companies. Second, services like the Synology NAS have been an excellent way for me to have more control of my data and how I interact with it, enabling countless more workflows in my life that would otherwise be restricted to an ecosystem. And this goes for really any NAS or any other service that you feel can free you from an ecosystem. So it doesn't have to be a NAS, but just try to find workflows and different things that give you more freedom and not less. Now, all of these concepts were inspired by Synology to some extent because they reached out to see if we wanted to partner up with them for Data Privacy Day, and I felt that this was something I've been thinking about for some time now, and it's a very unique reminder on Data Privacy Day that goes away from the normal use 2FA and other tips that we'll see throughout the week. And lastly, go watch that original Synology NAS review to see just how powerful one of these things can be for your workflow and how it can give you a lot of freedom. See you in that video. I highly recommend watching that review.
It's especially funny how you also failed to disclose the price of the whole setup, or even the fact that the drives need to be separately purchased. Pretty sure viewers would like to know they'll need to drop nearly $1,000 for a complete Synology NAS system. Then again, it shouldn't be surprising considering Synology is one of your sponsors. Who cares if most people don't need a NAS in the first place, just as long as TechLore earns that sponsorship money.